while, man. For me, it's like 4 seasons back. Yeah, something like that. But again, seeing it being picked up here in the big stage, it just gives me a lot of hope that it's gonna do better.
Yeah.
Because these are, if you notice, Aura Fire Indonesia just keeps picking it on the clutch.
Yo, is Aura Fire like the blacklist of their region?
Oh, yeah, that's
Right?
a good point. That's
Like
good
they're
point.
not afraid to show us new things. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of new things, whatever the conclusion of this matchup is going to be for sure a slobber knocker. We're going the 3 games. This is the distance. And of course, Onic versus Onic, Aura versus Aura. Neither franchise is going to let go. Neither franchise is going to take it easy. Here we go. Big rotation already, and Greed, just like in game 1 on the Hilda, looking better already, I think.
Yep, and obviously they're going to have a lot of early game power here with this Hilda again. And they will get a lot of info. This is great information coming in from Aura PH. But now it's going to be a lot of people. It's a bit risky for Greed at this point.
Yep. But I think he's fine. Look, he has a shield. He's weaving in and out of the bushes.
He's trying to go for it.
Oh, I think what he was trying to do was add some HP to the purple buff.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
it would be off timing for Hai, but Hai gets it nonetheless. Took a little longer, but at least they put the time in the reps. And now look, JP.
Yeah, they want to keep
Ships in.
going here. And they're waiting for Hai to go for the orange buff.
Ooh, flame shot already committed by JP. In goes Hai. He wants to take down Greed, but he survives. Kilowash cutting the lane here. That means they get a few hits on the outer turret energy shield.
Yep, those few hits could actually mean a lot, especially getting a lot of these a lot of the gold that they've lost. Because, you know, Aura Indonesia, they were forced to go on the defensive for quite a while. And they have to keep up with that.
But I think the story is down bottom. Check it out. Kabuki
Oh.
taking quite a few hits. Shadow
Shadow
kill
kill.
committed already. And first blood drawn out by Benny Cutie.
Absolutely beautiful top lane will be answered, though. Really quick one. And Kabuki answered with Greed.
Kilowash hiding, just timing it out. Let's see, can he catch someone? I think he still has his Way of the Dragon online. But who would he hit? Hai or Kiera? Both are bad targets.
Flip a coin. Let's see who he is.
Yeah. Oh, look. Aura ID building up the advantage, and that's quite a few gold.
No
And
one. The coin landed halfway.
halfway, and Greed cannot stop Hai from taking that crab coin. And now in mid, it's JP left alone. Where is Hades? There he is down bottom. I think what Hades is doing is just farming that Thams. He's farming up Kabuki. Because again, it's the easiest pickup.
It kind of it's
Right?
It's weird to say that because it is a FAMS. It's not an easy fight.
It's a lesser evil.
It's a lesser evil at this point. You're exactly correct. So now we're gonna see Aura Indonesia on the defensive still, with Kabuki trying to make up some of that lost gold. He spent a lot of time going back to base. So let's see.
Oh, look at up top. It's going to be Kiera off camera, taken out by Greed and Kilowash. The full combo. Kilowash already at less than half health. Took quite a beating from that dragon. But instead, they rotate back out. Benny Cutie versus Kabuki. Falling Star Moon by Benny Cutie. Ooh, look at this. An early duel, and the Esmeralda's winning.
Yeah, and this is more like it. This is more like the Aura PH that we know and love. And we will see that Hades, great retribution, straight onto the turtle. I got the turtle buff. I'm going to go shadow kill, but too many target means the damage was diluted around Indonesian squad.
That was problematic. They forced the fight within the King's Calling, which is exactly what Godiva wants. But at least Benny Cutie gets a revenge kill, falling Star Moon right into Van Strong's face. That is some redemption. That is the silver lining, but nonetheless, RID won that team fight. That was a big exchange.
Great exchange here for Aura Indonesia. They're really doing a good job of being on the defensive here.
Ooh, Greed back onto annoying duty. Now Tempest of Blades committed here by Hai, and this might be it. King's Calling once more.
That's
onto
a lot
Greed.
of ultimates.
He's looking for a bush, and he finds it. And Rockhart, I think Greed won that out.
Tempest of Blades plus the King's Calling, and he makes it out alive.
He got away with it too.
That's a lot of effort being done against just one guy. And he even gets away with it, which is just a huge bonus, meaning that RPH got a lot of free farming time because of that.
Let's see now where the first turret take might be. Kabuki fixing up and cleaning house. Previously, what once was, maybe for the past couple of minutes, a dead lane. Now rotating, switching up with Kiera. And there you go. We'll take a quick pause, ladies and gentlemen, as Kilowash dives into this Yu Zhong down bottom alongside JP and Hades. Ooh, that's a big rotation. Rockhart, want to bet? Want to take a bet if Kiera survives?
That guy did.
He most likely is.
That guy did.
He most likely is.
For sure. So, this is a great step, right? I mean, it's great that Kiera's trying to see if he can back up this lane, which has been devastated.
Reinforce.
Right. He's trying to reinforce this lane, but at the same time, where was Kabuki at this point?
Kabuki was swapping out. Kabuki went mid.
I mean, that was the problem. Kabuki left this lane with just so much firepower on the laners that were left there, which means the Kiera was going to have to work double time. And now, because he was not able to foresee the rotation, he probably going down, boy.
Most likely. I don't even know if Black Dragon form is off cooldown. I lost count. I do believe if he does have it, then he should pop it right now.
Probably.
He should pop it right now before it's too late.
Yeah.
Because, again, a second or two free, especially if you get caught with the Falling Star Moon, it's over. That's a free pickoff. And again, that turret goes down almost immediately.
Yeah. Another pause here from Aura Indonesia. Just try and see if they can get back into position. I think that would be... this feels like a relatively short one. So... what I want to see here is how Indonesia actually makes it out of
there it is.
If he goes down.
And Kiera's down. And
so what's the answer?
Immediately, a conversion. Oh, wow. That's a reactive rotation. I think Godiva knows they should not even try.
They're just getting in position.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
They're waiting for the call.
Yeah.
They're trying to go in.
Yep. All right. That's what? 3 members here? They back out. Obviously cannot force the issue.
And look at this. Greed.
Oh, annoying high once more. High with the Retribution taking the purple buff. And at least, again, they move along. Rockhart, this is exactly how you should play, right? Whenever you're against a lane, you choke out the purple. If not stealing it away from him, make it difficult.
Yeah, and absolutely what you have to do here is, again, capitalize on greed. Right? Capitalize on the shields while you can. Mid lane, though. JP! Yang overturn doesn't kill that strong.
The Kung Fu Boy almost takes down Godiva and he gets away.
Oh, but no! Downtown!
That's the flame shot by JP. He says, you think you'll get away, but I got you, fam. That's one down. High trying his best to defend. Looking for the Tempest of Blades. He gets it, and here comes Kiera with the support. Turret already down. That's less damage. Shadow kill onto High. Oh, they don't get to finish the job. They back out. It's still a win nonetheless. Aura PH, 2 turrets to none. 6-4. Back in the driver's seat.
And that's a lot of kills coming in for Aura PH in this 6.5 minute mark. And High, he's basically playing hide and seek over and over again. He's trying to see if he can get some advantages, but right now, even on 2-on-2, he doesn't feel really confident on this lane.
Yep, that's a significant one, and again a difficult 2 because that should have been what, 3 or 4 by now, given that twice already in this matchup, if I counted correctly, he tried to commit skills onto Greed, and Greed got away.
Yeah, Kabuki's still really trying to lick his wounds here and trying to see if he can get back on the horse, but again, the rest of Aura PH is making that so difficult. Yeah. And now, with the Demon Hunter Sword completed, maybe that's what High needs.
I don't know,
to
man.
Actually eat through.
The story of Kabuki seems to be just to run away. Now, Kilowash with the full combo with the help of Hades.
Beautiful.
He commits it. That was just a duo.
That's classic. That's how you want to do it with a Hayabusa on your lineup. One wrong move, one wrong misposition could cost you.
Yep, and here's another big team fight inside the purple buff pit. High looking low. He does have an orange, no purple though, and they're threatening the kill onto the Ling. They back out. King's Calling already committed. That's going to be the Luo Yi down. Van Strong taken out so soon. The Tams on Kabuki, dealing quite a bit of damage. He is alive, and that's going to be a trade. Down goes Greed. Kiera is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's in Black Dragon form now, half dragon. He wants to take down JP. JP able to run through that wall, and Kiera going to be bitten down by Benicuri, and there's the Falling Star Moon. He gets it off camera with style. Hades going to be taking this turtle solo, and there's a huge minion wave down bottom. I believe that's where he's going to go next. Wow. Even with trades going left and right, Rockhart, Aura Philippines still able to come back to form.
And there's a lot of hesitation coming in from Aura Indonesia, which is the reason why these are happening. Stuff like this should probably not happen, especially around the tower area, and you have a Minsifar. But somehow Aura Philippines just finds a way to play around it. And they're always finding Hai in very awkward positions. I mean, Hai doesn't die, but he's also not doing his job either on this lane.
Yep. Here we go. Now Greed, once again doing his job. I think Aura PH have found their groove again. They figured out exactly what went wrong in game number 2. And they're listening to their shot caller. They're following through with Greed. And again, Greed is on a hero now that allows for certain allowances. It's leeway for these little moments wherein the members of Aura could not follow.
Yeah, and this really great tempo that they can keep up because Greed is just such a monster on this Hilda right now. He has full vision of Aura Indonesia. He also has he's just a big threat.
Yep. Oh, here you go. Hai, looking low. He survived just barely. Kabuki, King's Calling already here with the rotations being laid in. Hades destroyed by Kiera. A push down bottom. Oh, what is this? What is this, Kilowash?
Kilowash,
working the
go for the
turrets.
split.
Oh, it's not worth it. He's going to be flashing out and going down. There's
Oh,
the full
the
combo.
counter kill.
Hai destroyed. And that's
Wow.
going to be Kilowash surviving as well with just 1 HP left. Greed with the backup.
Oh, man.
That's the Kilowash Classic.
The Kilowash Classic indeed. When you think Aura's losing, Kilowash is on the other side.
Yeah.
He's making stuff happen. And a counter kill against Hai, that is pure gold.
Yep. Van Strong, we can see how he's much better now, or as always, when playing at range. He is a safer player because, as you can see, I mean, based on even game number 1's draft, game number 2 with the Chang, he's just better from afar. And he does not like to dive in. You know, we've never seen diversions that are aggressive. They're all mostly for disengaging.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what Aura ID needs right now. Look at this. Who they send over? Godiva. King's Calling right now.
King's Calling.
Let's see.
Again, they were able to control Hades because of the King's Calling. But what about now when it is on cooldown? They're trying to go for the fight still.
Uh-huh. There you go. Tempest of Blaze trying to pin down Benny Cutie. Purify on the way out. And they are left once more to their device. Kiera, late to the party.
A random dragon
Yep.
appears.
Hello. Anybody called for a dragon? No? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm out.
no, I'm
Kilowash, though, gonna bite the dust. Taken out here by Kabuki.
So that's 1 Kilowash for 1 Lord. I'll take that any day.
And
So I think it's
There it
really
is.
great that they picked up the Minsifar. You notice that the moment Hades got caught in King's Calling, it was almost impossible for him to make it out. He couldn't quad shadow, couldn't shadow kill properly, and that's also a reason why. But imagine the moment that Godiva activated the King's Calling and there was no Hayabusa there was no way they could control him after that.
yeah, it's essentially a matter of making sure that your skills are worth more than just a kill. You have to make sure that when you commit,
The steal!
you got it.
He got it!
What?
Flame shot straight to the purple.
All right, that's why, because JP and Hades have a purple each.
Yeah.
I was just saying, make your skills count, and this essentially,
Yeah. They're
ladies
doing
and gentlemen,
it. They're doing
the
it.
purple is the Ling's bread and butter. That is
That's
also
huge.
That is their lifeline. And now that Hai can't get it, he can't move around as fast. He can't commit skills as fast. And look down bottom, man. Benny Cutie threatening even Kiera. This Lord is going to have his way with a turret. And that's going to be a push, a penetrate down bottom. Even top, let's see. That's 2 for 1. Up top, down bottom. Let's see Kiera coming in. Down goes Kabuki. Traded out for Hades.
Great fight. Great
And
fight
now-
here for Indonesia.
Hai again, slain. That's 2 for 2. Let's see. Oh,
Oh, they're keeping it strong.
JP still alive with
Kiera's still
immortality.
alive.
Oh, look at Kilowash.
No
look at
DPS.
Kilowash.
Kilowash wants to end it.
And they are going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. After a single recall, Aura Philippines flashing out with style, with swag, claiming this victory, proving that they are the superior Aura franchise, at least in the MPL Invitational.
What is happening here in this tournament? We're seeing in the franchise wars definitely not one-sided in the battle, but we're seeing evidence that, we're breeding some pretty good talent here.
Kilowash, I'm lost for words. What he did there, do not try that at home, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not try this at home. That was a perfect time to actually put that out there. Now, not just that, it's also because of his game sense, right, on the show. We've seen this time and time again ever since he debuted. It is just a deadly combo, and this is a guy who doesn't need to be in the fight. He just needs to be, just give him an instruction. He's going to do it properly.
Yep. Just tell him what needs to be done, and I believe the order here was take the base.
Take the base.
Just take the base.
You don't need to fight. You don't need to go for the kill. Maybe go for it when you're nearby, but that's not your priority. Directive number 1 for Kilowash here is to go for turrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, that last minute tells a tale, a saga, an odyssey, a long drawn-out drama. There were so many things happening, and I do believe that it'll take our analysts to break it down, to dissect it. But Rockhard, if you could name a few moments that you hold dear that led up to this very moment, what might those be?
I think the biggest one was, I think, there were times where Kilowash could go down, right? But he took down High with him. And these things, keeping High on his toes, making sure that he needs to respond to what Kilowash was doing around the map, instead of farming. These small things, these aren't big clashes, right? These aren't big engagements. These are small things happening around the map which influenced how the game flowed. So, not the big team fights, not the big kills, but again, macro in general for Onic Philippines is a completely different story compared to what we saw in last game.
Yeah, I personally credit here Greed. I like how he just played his game. And again, going back to form from game 1, loss 1. That's essentially the Aura PH formula, and they are moving on to face their rivals in Onic Philippines. But for now, that's just a couple of bits from us here at the Caster's Desk to fully give you the details and break down this last game in this best of 3. Let's hear from a resident analyst. Midnight, tell us, how did Aura Philippines won?
Well, Leo, it's a combination of micro mechanics and macro play from Aura Philippines. Definitely one for the book. Specifically, the Cho of Kilowash, is very interesting for him to pull off these plays. But this is where, personal preference comes into play, because the player does really love the Cho, even though the meta has shifted away from the fighter Cho that we've seen from the past few months. Once again, this is Midnight, your resident analyst for today, and we're going to be breaking down as to how Aura Philippines won the game against Aura Indonesia. Now, the first talking point of the game was the draft of Aura Indonesia. Now, they had an idea how to counter the Esmeralda and the Hayabusa of Aura Philippines. It was the Mincitar, one of the old ones to counter those types of heroes wherein you are forced to get outside of the team fight. But the thing is, Aura Philippines, with their mechanics and the knowledge of how skills work in the game, they fully understand how to utilize their hero to the maximum potential, even if a counter like that exists. Specifically, Benny Cutie on the Esmeralda. We didn't see any, any adjustment from Benny Cutie. Well, we did see the adjustment from Benny Cutie. The thing is, he's not gonna go for the Mincitar. He's always gonna go for the back lines. And every team fight that we saw, Benny Cutie was always poised to go on the back, even moving around team fights, just to make sure that he does not get caught out by the Mincitar. Actually, Greed as well helped out on these movements of Aura Philippines, providing the information needed to, make sure that the positioning of his teammates are well executed. Because if you're Benny Cutie and if you're Hades, you're gonna know where exactly the Mincitar and the Ling are, and that will of course help you in